Well, hello. It's been a while since I've rented here. Actually, it's been a long while since I've rented here. Recently, I've been getting back into playing Magic the Gathering. Now, for those of you who don't know, Magic the Gathering is a collectible card game which I believe started somewhere in the early 90s, just about. I don't know the exact date. I'm not gonna be one of those people that is gonna pull out an exact date or whatever. But it's not the issue. The issue is I got back. I got into it. Well, first time I got into it in 1996. Not too long before it started. I was By the time I got into it, it was fourth edition, and Mirage and all those other expansions. And it was very exciting. Mind you, we didn't have the greatest cards, but me and my best friend Joe, we love to play, and we played a lot. And with other people, well, I was attending Job Corps, and it was great. We got into it, and there was a lot of people that were into playing Magic the Gathering and D and all the other stuff. So it was cool. We play, and every now and then we like to play D campaigns, but most of the time we love to play Magic. And Magic is a fun game, but it's a fun game if you don't take it too seriously. And We didn't take ourselves too seriously. We played, with whatever cards we could get, to assemble a deck. And we usually played monocolors. Every now and then we played dual color decks, and it was fun. It was really fun. And I played for a while. When I was at Job Corps, I was there for, well, first time I was there in '95 before we found Magic, and so then I came back and we started playing Magic, and it was great. I was there till sometime close to 1999. Uh, um, yeah, so I left, come back, and then stayed there for the duration of my culinary degree. So, it was good. I loved the time that I was there, but uh, not to segue away from the main issue. I played Magic for a while, and even after I split up with my then girlfriend, I just got back into playing, and I had my cards, and I actually started collecting the Ursa block cards, Ursa's Destiny, Legacy, and so I started playing, and it was all fun and everything. And then I got into one of the local tournaments in Massachusetts where I was living, and I lost, but it was fun. You know, it was an Ursa block, and I didn't have all the cards that I could use to make a good deck. So, but anyways, because of it being so structured, and maybe also because I was a little naive about tourney versus casual play, I got a little frustrated, and then I stopped playing. But I kept my cards because they were fun to play, to break out and play every now and then, and I love the artwork and everything in them. So I kept my cards until, unfortunately, when I split up with my then girlfriend back in 2000 and I want to say 2005, 2004 actually, I think. Wait, what is it? 2004? I can't fucking remember. Anyways, she threw away my cards before I could go get them. So, long story short, I stopped playing. So it's like, I put it out of my mind, and I stopped playing. Then recently I got back into playing it because I was like, it's because my fiance, she is one of the coordinators of Tucson Zombie Walk. So she was going around all over town in Tucson, advertising for it. And one of the places we stopped by was Amazing Discoveries, which is a store that sells games. It also sells CCG. So no, the main popular CCGs like or TCGs, however you want to call them, are like Magic and Pokemon and Dual Monsters and um, one of the other ones they were selling. I guess it was a new attempt for D&D to make a TCG game. Uh, no, it wasn't that horrible one that they made back in the 90s. So there was another one they were trying to make, and of course, the World of Warcraft TCG. So, anyways, so I get back into them, and I've been away for so long. Might not seem so long, 7 years, but I've been away for a while from playing the games, and and I saw these new cars and the new expansions, and now it's M11, and then M12 that came out recently, and so I tried to find out a little bit about it, and I actually, I bought quite a few, I bought at least so far. I bought at least like 3 fat packs, like Innistrad and backwards. Innistrad and M11 fat pack and all this stuff, and it's fun and everything. And I collected enough, and I collected some good cards like Omen Stampede and Platinum Angel and Benelish. Well, no, not Benelish. Oh God, what's the hell's the name of that angel? Let's see if I can find them. It's that white 4/4. I hate when this happens. I got a fucking brain freeze and I can't remember the name of the fucking card. Just no, not Rux Pikeman. Hold on. Let's see if I can find that goddamn card. It's an angel. The Wicked, Knight of the Holy Numbers, White Knight, Griffin Rider, Kitchen, Bernard, Armor Smith, Swordsmith, Join the Rank, Core Hookmaster, Palace Guard, so Friend Falcon, Nemosian Lieutenant, Wall of Faith, Mosquito Guard, Glorious Charge. Oh yeah, Bane Slayer Angel. That's right, Bane Slayer Angel. So and that I've got cool cards like that, and Day of Judgment too. I got which replaces Wrath of God. But anyway, so I get good cards and everything, and I actually put in hindsight, which I thought originally I had put a decent green deck, which is your standard trample, overwhelming deck with quick mana and your standard mana creatures like Lannies. For those of you who don't know, Lannies, Land of War elves. So I put what I think is a decent deck, and I put it together and go to Mission Discoveries, and I sign up for their Friday Night Magic, which costs in there. I don't know if it's a standard for, or if it really is one of those things where it costs money or not. But they charge to play their Friday Night Magic nights standard $5. So I put my $5 and I put my name and. I faced my first opponent, and he comes out and says, well, "Wait a minute! Oh, I see cards there that are not legal and standard." And I'm like, "What?" Because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this fucking format. I'm more of a if I would have to say, now I'm a little more informed. I'd say I'd probably have more modern versus standard. because I've got cards and I've bought cards that are good, that are from an older block, like M10 and I think Scars of Mirrodin and older cards, like from maybe three 3 or 4 years ago. So, anyways, so he calls out, hey, he said, well, go over there and see if you can see what cards in your deck are not legal. And so I go, and basically, my deck gets gutted really bad. Like, I mean, I'm talking about gutted. Like, I think I lost like, I want to say like 25% of my deck, a little over 25% of my deck. And I know what people are gonna say. Well, why don't you see what the ban list was for standard and what cards are legal in standard? Well, it's because, like I said, I usually play Magic, casually. I'm more of a casual player. I'm not a competitive player that worries about every fucking card. And I ran into a website called Modern MTG, which is supporting sort of it's supporting the modern format, and it's trying to get Wizard of the Coast to make that as you could say, the standard format, modern. And I agree with them because, I mean, and this is another thing that turned me off of Magic the Gathering, and back like 7 years ago. It's all the fucking whining and bitching, and about playing. I mean, it's supposed to be a fun game. When you start obsessing over something like this, and this is one of the things that pisses me off, is that these kids nowadays that play Magic, they're so obsessed with, sticklers to shit like this and whining, and I think it's an overall cultural thing that people are becoming more whiners and pussies than anything else. But in this stance, it just pisses me off because it's like, I thought fucking playing Magic was supposed to be fun. I didn't think it was supposed to be all this whining and bitching about what card is what. I mean, and I can understand, that Wizard, made this, or either Wizard or the people who actually hold these tournaments want to set certain standards and rules as far as tournaments go and everything. But what pisses me off, all this whining about a card is too powerful, so we've got to do everything else, because we're whining bitches, so we got to do everything else we can to make those cards go away so that we can beat people down, And I can understand it from a point of view of not having enough money, because frankly, I'm just about. I'm just about like I don't think I'm even gonna get another fat pack unless I got plenty of money on that. Probably gonna get another fat pack because they're like $35 a pop, and boosters are $4 a pop, and I think I'd be pretty happy with just getting whatchamacallem, pretty happy just getting the singles, and just building my decks off singles. But it just pisses me off because I can't enjoy the fucking game because people are so whiny about things, and it's not a fun thing anymore. It's just a bunch of whining, bitching people who want to just whine about oh well, it's gotta be this structured certain way, anal retentive fucking kids who don't know how to fucking enjoy themselves, and it just angers me, And I'm not gonna rant anymore. It's like 15 minutes already, almost into this video. So, bye.